The Progressions are a resource for teachers which describes common pathways for aspects of literacy and numeracy development. By providing detail of the developmental sequences of literacy and numeracy learning, the Progressions support the learning areas in the Australian curriculum. The Progressions give teachers a tool that can assist in developing targeted teaching and learning programs for students that support individual progress. The Progressions provide a detailed map of how students become increasingly proficient in aspects of their literacy and numeracy development. This graphic shows the relationship between the Progressions and the Australian curriculum in the context of the teaching and learning cycle. The Progressions can be found under the Resources Publications menu on the Australian Curriculum website. Literacy. The Literacy Progression has 3 elements that reflect significant aspects of literacy development necessary for successful learning and for everyday life. The 3 elements are speaking and listening, reading and viewing, and writing. Each of these elements includes sub-elements. There are 5 overarching sub-elements: listening, interacting, speaking, understanding texts, creating texts. To view a progression element, click on one of the buttons at the bottom of the progression page. For example, speaking and listening. Using the filter, you can refine your search to the sub-element by selecting one of the options. For example, speaking. Under the Additional Information tab, you can also choose to see how the progression maps to the English curriculum by year level. Once you have made your choice, click Submit. Each level has one or more indicators. Some indicators include examples and hyperlinks related to aspects of the progressions. The levels have a code using a letter and number to indicate the abbreviated name of the sub-element and the developmental level. For example, SPK4 indicates the sub-element of speaking at level 4. They are designed to indicate the order in which students acquire the knowledge and skills to be literate. Numeracy. The numeracy progression has 3 elements that reflect aspects of numeracy necessary for successful learning. The 3 elements are number sense and algebra, measurement and geometry, and statistics and probability. Each element has a number of sub-elements, then indicators grouped together to form developmental levels. This is an annotated example of a numeracy sub-element. Let's explore the numeracy elements and sub-elements. If you click on number sense and algebra, that element will be pre-selected. Then choose the sub-element number patterns and algebraic thinking. Click Submit. The abbreviation for this sub-element, number patterns and algebraic thinking, is NPA. If you wish to see how the numeracy sub-elements have been mapped to the mathematics curriculum, under the Additional Information tab, select Mathematics. Your search results will provide you with the approximate curriculum year level or levels on the left-hand side of the sub-element levels. The progressions support schools in their systematic approaches to literacy and numeracy development. They support teachers to cater for the diversity of their learners, acknowledging students' different starting points and their different rates of progress. They allow teachers to identify where their students are in their literacy and numeracy development and what each of their students needs to do to be able to progress. They support students in their learning. The progressions complement some resources for students with specific learning needs, such as those for whom English is a second language or dialect. There is more information available on the Australian Curriculum website on the resources page for the progressions. www.australiancurriculum.edu.au